To answer this question, we need to find the median number in this data set. The tricky thing about this particular question is that there's an even number of values in our data set. There's 6 of them, which means there's going to be no exact even middle number, because the middle of this data set would be right here, which gives you 3 numbers on the left and 3 on the right. So what we need is a method for figuring out what that middle number would be if it actually existed. But our first step is to put our numbers into our boxes in order from smallest to biggest. So the smallest number is 2, then another 2, then a 4, then a 5, and then 2 8s. So now we can see that our median number, if it existed, would fall between 4 and 5. So what we want to do is find the midpoint between those two numbers, and we'll call that our median number when we have an even number of values in our data set. So the midpoint between 4 and 5 would be 4.5 or 4.5. And so if we put that into our answer boxes, that completes the question. Let's do another one. So this time we have 8 values in our data set, and our method's the same. We need to put them in order from smallest to biggest first of all. So we'll put in 1 and then 2 and then 2 5s and then a 6 and then 2 7s and then an 8. So we can see in this case our median number, if it existed, would fall between the 4th and 5th numbers, which is halfway between 5 and 6, which is 5.5. This time let's have a look at what to do if our middle numbers are exactly the same number. If we fill this question in from smallest to biggest, we can see that our middle number will fall halfway between 2 and 2. Or halfway between 2 and 2 is 2, so our median number is simply 2. One more kind to look at. So in this question, we'll see that our middle numbers are not consecutive, so they don't come one after the other. Let's fill in the number boxes and see what I mean. Our first smallest number is a 1, then a 2, then a 3, then a 5, and then 2 7s, an 8, and a 9. So in this case, our middle number will fall halfway between 5 and 7. Now the number between 5 and 7 is 6, so we can see that that's what's going to go into our answer box. But if these two numbers are further apart and it's a bit more difficult to figure out where the halfway point is, you can use the calculator to find that answer. To get the midpoint between two numbers, all you need to do is add the two numbers together, 5 plus 7, find the answer, and then divide by 2. And that will find you the midpoint of your numbers, which we already know is going to be 6. So if we put a 6 in the final answer box, that completes the question.